I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in?
No. Watch this, man. I Dexter Dabs represent for exclusive.
What's up?
Now, much blessed and blessing again, my viewers and my subscribers. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to exclusive for Hot Topic discussion and review. Now, as usual, standard, like, share, also subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it's free. Now, in today's topic, we have a whole heap of Hot Friday topic where I'm going to run through with you. Today, here we have Isaac Buchanan. And I want to take off my hat to Isaac Buchanan again. Because these are the kind of persons we want in power in our country. Individual that comes and make different to our individual life. And we all can see that this man was sent by the Almighty. He's a blessing to Jamaica. Not a curse like some of them will try to curse this man. Look what this man have done. You be say God no see this, you be say God blessing. Now go shine pan Isaac Buchanan for this. 50 years this man been locked away in prison. And thank Isaac Buchanan, this man is now a free man. And also not only free, but also a millionaire after 5 years of receiving back his freedom. This is something exceptional. And something every Jamaican should talk about. And every member of Portland should use this man. And every person in Portland should use this as an example to what the kind of MP una get in the constituency of Portland. Una get a leader in Portland that gonna stand for no rights, no human rights. If a police violate if the system violate have a person we are going to stand for and make get rights. Darrell Valls and Anne-Marie Valls cannot stand in this man's shoe. Now I'm going to get into this article because I'm well delighted. I feel enlightened for Sisse after 50 years. Because of Isaac Buchanan, this man finally can feel a little civilized. Because 50 years in prison, not even the 120 million cannot replace what that man been through. Court order 120 million compensation to George Williams, who was imprisoned 50 years without trial. 5 years after being free from prison, George Williams, now 76, has been awarded 120 million by the Supreme Court of Jamaica for spending 50 years behind bars without trial. Williams, who was arrested in 1970 at the age of 21, Papa Jesus, spent 5 decades in prison for MURDER, malicious destruction of property, and wounded with intent. Charge linked to the family dispute involved the DEAT of a Canadian man. However, he was deemed mentally unfit and was never given a trial. Human rights organizations Stand for Justice spearheaded effort to secure his release in 2020 and provided legal representation throughout attorney Isaac Buchanan. Human rights organizations Stand Up for Justice spearheaded efforts to secure his release in 2020 and provided legal representation through attorney Isaac Buchanan. At the time of his release, Williams' niece, Pamela Green, expressed overwhelming joy at finally seeing her uncle walk free. Soon after, plans to sue the Jamaican state for unlawful incarceration were announced. On Thursday, March 26, 2025, this article is something else. No. Justice Sonia Wynne-Blair rules in favor of Williams. The court ordered the government to pay 42 million in vindicative damages and nearly 79 million in compensation damages, totaling approximately 120 million. The ruling acknowledged not only the unconstitutional nature of his prolonged imprisonment, but also the failure to review his case for 42 or 50 years he spent behind bars. Carla Golota, exclusive director of Stand Up for Jamaica, emphasized that the state must be held accountable for this grief miscarriage of justice. Now, Mr. Isaac Buchanan, boy, me can't tell you how much, bossy, me respect you and what you stand for as a human being. Because we have to remember what all human being. And money doesn't make us better than no one. And that's the problem with plenty people. Because them have a little money, them feel like them above everybody. And they don't care about the other person. And that's the problem with number 28. And that's why we are going to teach them a lesson in this upcoming general election. Anne-Marie Valls and Darrell Valls, pack on the bag, you know, because here is another clear sign which shows say Isaac Buchanan is the perfect candidate for Portland. When you come there, sell people water in a truck, and I put up on a face pan truck. Slavery day is done. I want them to know. Slavery day is done. We are going running out of Portland as a matter of fact. We have left out of Portland. Because everything we want to own for poor people. And we are take back everything from us. Now you see this story, what Isaac Buchanan did is extraordinary. Because we have to remember, you know, this is the same man that did the impossible. Where plenty people say could never be done. You remember one blogger named SERHA we say cartel would never come back a road and Isaac couldn't free him. And see Isaac Buchanan did the impossible. And see Vibes Cartel their road. Now when I said this is extraordinary, it's extraordinary. And my mind always curious and always working overtime. And I wanted to know who was the prime minister at the time when this man was arrested. Because remember, you know, this was a foreign person, a person come from foreign, a Canadian. More than likely, probably, you know what I mean, a lighter skinned person. So you know, back in them time there, slavery were still in motion, even though it did kind of relax. But segregation was still there. So you can imagine them dealt with this man with every kind of punishment. But the extraordinary thing is that so many great leaders like Michael Manley, Edward Seago, Bruce Golding, Portia Simpson, PJ Patterson, all of these leaders, and not out of one of these leaders did this man get justice. And look, it take Isaac Buchanan to dig within the system of the said Labour Party government and find the loophole and free this man and also take off 120 million for this man, for all of this sufferation and everything what this man been through. So what that telling me as a person? That Isaac Buchanan have leadership quality. And I see him as a leader of Jamaica. I see him as one of them youth there. Where later on down in the future have all of the credential for be the Prime Minister or the President of Jamaica. Because these things, what this young man is doing, is extraordinary. I ain't not take boy if you do them thing there in Jamaican terms. It not take baby boy. Number 28 couldn't go stand up in front of the Privy Council and articulate himself and explain himself to the judge and free Vibes Cartel. Number 28 only know if it tell lie. That's not a leader. A leader is a person who fight for justice We fight for truths and rights and equality for all. And that's Isaac Buchanan. And that is why you see him on the PNP party. Because the PNP party has always been the party for the people. The Poor People Party, PNP. You see number 28, I try to thief the national out of our party. The Poor People's National Party. And we are the party for the people. We are the party for the nation. And then you look at all of the people them associated with PNP. Are people with respect and dignity and have love for the people. Number 28 is just a boastful, brutal, barbaric kind of leader. It doesn't suit Jamaica. You take away the love and the unity for the people that in Jamaica. The moment you got talk about, you know what, Abraham Tory come to Jamaica buy a yacht. You don't even know number 28. Me lost all of the little respect we made for you. Me now have none left for you now. You say, you know what, Abraham Tory come to Jamaica, come empower the people them, and you say you not for the people them. You are for the oppressors, bruv. You are for the rich. The big businesses them. We you want bring in our country, come invest. And then we work for them and get little chupans. Like you take us for an idiot. Like you feel like we don't have the ability to own all of these big hotel and these big things in our country. We can. But you don't want to see that, because if we try to do that, the amount of tax and the amount of everything where you choose as the government for put pan we wicked man. While you have other nations just come in like the Chinese them and they'll get everything free. They can ship in any amount of stuff they want into our country free, of course. But you, as a little poor man, they are foreign, come a foreign, a slave, I work hard for try and have something and for try and make sure, say, because you know, say, if you come a foreign and work hard and you send back a thing down in a Jamaica, you see what I'm saying to you, yeah? You can be better off. Them days are done for people are foreign. I remember one time you come a foreign and you could send back your money to Jamaica and you try work hard, yeah, so I know, say, boy, you know what I mean? You send back a little thing to Jamaica, go invest, and when you go to Jamaica, you can nice. No! Them days are done underneath your government. I want them to you. You now have no sense of direction for the people. You are not for us. You are not for the poor. You need for backup.
From the opposition leader during a rally centered on one main theme, with which...
Now, my viewers, I want to draw your attention to this article, and it's pertaining to infant died at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital, and the government and the health minister are being quiet about it, or them are play it down. Now the person saying this article, I'm going to play a video referring back to Anju illness back in 2014, when there was an outbreak in 2014 where several baby died. Now the article says, I remember the furor over babies dying in 2014, led by Anju illness and the JLP. Anju was so touched that he claimed he was hearing dead baby talking.
I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in?
Today is one per day at one hospital, but I can assure you they will take no responsibility. The energy of Anju illness 2024 has gone. Cause back in 2014, I'm gonna show you how Anju was the leader the people them want. Not this leader we see now where it just treat disrespectful. I could show you individual, at least 20 individual, just back to back, just constantly telling Anju about his mother. That's the amount of lack of respect the nation have going for this man. Because you cannot lie so and expect people are going to respect you, brother. You need to stop it, man. It really get daunting on the people them. And the people them lose all respect for you. Me never see a prime minister get so much suck your mother. I've never seen that in the history of Jamaica. Now, the article continue, and this statement is from CVM TV, posted 13 hours ago. It said, CVM News, understood that 24 baby have reportedly DIED at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital nursery in Kingston since the 1st of June. Since the 1st of this month, 2025. You believe that? So that's 1 per day. Southern Eastern Regional Health Authority has convened a high-level meeting to assess. Now, how much time we as a nation are going to see these things and nothing has been done? Something have to be done. Some type of action need to be taken against the health minister. He need to step down. How many babies, how many children exit because of this, man? Just few days ago, me did a broadcast where this lady come out and talk about her mother and how she reach out to the health minister. Him ignore the girl. How much time? Just few months ago, my artist Chronic Law manager Bashi, now Bashi still the Pantoftan case about the release the investigation report pertaining to the loss of his daughter. Listen, man, you see this man, Christopher Toftan, me tell you, say, you see you, I chew you don't even know in a bruv. You see the wickedness them with me, weakness with the people them a ball on the internet to you. All of them eye water there, brother. Remember me tell you, man, them have a saying say the parents suck the bitter grape, put the children teeth on edge. So you continue going with your wickedness and feel like say God not asleep. Feel like say God asleep and not see your wicked ways and not see your wicked action. And feel like say, you know what I mean, you can't just continue to do this to people and them family and nothing can happen to you because you have number 28 where they protect you and I use the same police force them to protect you. A wickedness you do to the people them picnic. How much parent about because of you. And you don't show no respect, no accountability, nothing at all you don't responsible for. And you are the health minister. You need to step down now, we know. You need to step down today. Listen to no idiot prime minister. I run off him out back in 2014. And now to the day you're supposed to all of these things what you are saying in this clip is what we want to see you do now in these crises what we're facing in our health sector. A beer chat you love chatting now and no action behind it. You like a big China bulldog, beer bark, loud bark, and no bite. A rubber teeth you have more from you.
From the opposition leader during a rally centred on one main theme, with which the JLP hopes to convince the electorate of the current administration's underperformance ahead of the impending general elections.
This government does not hear about your health. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died because of the incompetency of this government.
Unlike Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller, who has remained silent on the recent tragedy surrounding the death of 18 babies due to bacterial infection, Holness didn't hold back his thoughts.
She spent over 20 minutes in her speech. I talk about how she going to lock up man, going past tougher laws to protect the children of this nation. 18 babies have died. She don't need to pass no law. She don't need to lock up anybody to demonstrate her real care and concern for the children of this nation. All she needs to do is to fire the Minister of Health.
He also recalled the Ministry of Health's handling of the Chick V outbreak.
You know, to this day, the government has not told the country how many Jamaicans have died from chikungunya. We're not saying that this chikungunya kill them, but the complications that have resulted from chikungunya has cost the lives of hundreds of Jamaicans.
A fiery speech from the opposition leader during a rally centred on one main theme, with which the JLP hopes to convince the electorate of the current administration's underperformance ahead of the impending general elections.
This government does not hear about your health. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in? If the Labour Party government was in, I would still be alive. I hear the spirit of the 18 babies that have died because of the incompetence of this government.
Unlike Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller, who has remained silent on the recent tragedy surrounding the death of 18 babies due to bacterial infection, Holness didn't hold back his thoughts.
She spent over 20 minutes in her speech I talk about how she going to lock up man, going pass tougher laws to protect the children of this nation. 18 babies have died. She don't need to pass no law. She don't need to lock up anybody to demonstrate her real care and concern for the children of this nation. All she needs to do is to fire the Minister of Health.
He also recalled the Ministry of Health's handling of the Chick V outbreak.
You know, to this day, the government has not told the country how many Jamaicans have died from chikungunya. We're not saying that this chikungunya kill them, but the complications that have resulted from chikungunya has cost the lives of hundreds of Jamaicans.
A fiery speech from the opposition leader during a rally centred on one main theme, with which the JLP hopes to convince the electorate of the current administration's underperformance ahead of the impending general elections.
This government does not hear about your health. I hear the spirit of a little baby crying, saying, why didn't the people keep the Labour Party government in?